coaching this generation's real estate superstars. Harris Real Estate University.
Did anyone listen to that Jeff Silva interview? Jeff Silva, great. So one of the things that I heard, Jeff told me before that interview, he told me that one of the most important things that he ever got from one of our coaching calls, and this had happened a long time ago, was start every conversation with every client, start every day with asking yourself, how can I be of service? Because he had been apprehensive to pick up the phone and prospect prior to that because of the fact that he was always worried about what am I going to say, right? What are they going to say to me? Or are they going to reject me? See, all of his energies were focused on him. And all his thoughts were focused on him and what's going to happen. Does that make sense, Lee? And so when he and I had this conversation about, listen, Jeff, don't think about yourself. Think about them. Think about, how you can be of service to the other person. As soon as you have that mental mindset shift, do you guys feel it right now? I mean, can you mentally put yourself in that place? Do you notice how when you do that, it unplugs the ego? Do you notice when you do that, all of a sudden you're not feeling the fear and the apprehension? I mean, that one little thing is so powerful. Oh my gosh, and so important in this marketplace. You have to come from the mindset of being of service because that's what these people really need. We're coming out of a time in our industry when real estate was all about tracking numbers, which is still important, don't get me wrong, but it was all about units and contacts and this, that, and the other. And it was all about buying the bling and doing this and having a very
people are just
consumptive...
numbers. How many contacts did you make, not how many people did you help? Do you see the difference?
But there is a shift that's happening in our industry right now, and you guys can literally be on the leading edge of that shift. There's a shift that's happening in our culture right now, too. Julie and I went to a thing where Richard Branson spoke. And you guys know who Richard Branson is? So we were listening to Richard Branson. He was talking about this very subject. Okay, he was talking about the fact, and he's a billionaire, right? He owns, all kinds of things. He was talking about the fact that there's a shift that he sees happening from his perspective, where people are, the society, the world is moving away from sort of this lifestyle and sort of this mentality that we've been living towards ones of mindset of being of service.
Everything that we teach you today has to do with that. It's about how do you get further and deeper into the mind of your client so you can determine, is there a way I can help this person? Does that make sense? And if you can change that mindset to, I'm going to speak with a lot of people who have said in one way or another, be it because they're trying to sell on their own or their home is expired or it was a referral, one way or another they need your help. Your job is to find out how that is. So everything that you write down in your notes today is going to be based on how can you be of service to others and how can you find the best path to actually assist them with what they need. Remember, that is the point of the transaction, is accomplishing that goal, helping them with their goal. So when you remove yourself as you're writing your notes, is there something that maybe you write it down and makes you uncomfortable? Get yourself back into that mindset. It's not about me, it's about helping the clients. Okay, fair enough?